All right, and we are live here. My name is Zachary Jennings, and that's Tony Merriweather. Of course, y'all know us pretty well with the Storm Hunters. Get the radar up here. I know my tech just say load up here, but we'll go ahead and get you to the radar. We'll show you what's going on right now as we get ready here.
And while he's doing that, I'll go ahead and just let everybody know that we're keeping an eye on this cell that is moving towards the metro area. Right now it's passing through the Morganfield, Kentucky area. We've been keeping a real close eye on it because it's showed a hook echo at times, and it's got a pretty good hail core in it. It's not a warned storm at this time, but it is quite possible that a warning could be put on it.
Jay, it's up for me now. I know it's actually I just pushed the button, so there it goes. So you can see it actually where we're looking at. This is the cell that we're watching really closely right now. Of course, there's that quarter-inch hail just a minute ago, just north of Morganfield in the Uniontown area, as Tony was saying just now. Let's see if I get rid of some of these. There it goes. So yeah, we've been really keeping an eye on this cell though. It's been back and forth. I know all the way since pretty much down here toward Eddyville is where it came from. It's went pretty much due north, and now it's been trying to take more of a eastern turn lately. So we'll see if it's able to do so.
I'm sorry, Zach. You have a dark screen on my end.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see if I can get that fixed too. Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So, of course, this is coming from the Evansville radar actually right now.
And also, real quick, I want to point out that Zach, if you can pan down towards Cape Girardeau, Missouri,
okay.
There's a cell back there that we're keeping a close eye on. Also, it's starting to take a turn a little more to the northeast, and that storm does have a severe history of dropping some hail and some pretty heavy rain. So that could affect the metro area. Right now, looks like most likely Western Kentucky, but it is starting to take a little more of a northeast turn, which would possibly put the metro area in the track of that storm.
Yeah, here's that cell right there. Actually, it is just pushed out of Cape Girardeau just a second ago. 40-mile-an-hour winds looks like it was reported with that, and there's actually a hail marker of about 1.5 inches hail, which is probably more toward a half-inch, probably more. Usually take off about 1 inch when it comes to those hail markers, I know. So let's see, I'm going to do a velocity, check our velocity here. If there's any rotation in it right now, it changes over here, taking a second. There it goes. But yeah, it looks like some pretty strong winds in there. A lot of light green right there. Really see where some of the stronger winds are. Just kind of trying to scan through to see if we have any rotation throughout any of the levels. Right now, it looks like we're fairly okay rotation-wise. It doesn't look like anything out of anything that's really oppressive. So that's good. That's really good to know that that's the case right now. As I said, though, it's not now starting to push into southern Illinois. Like you're saying, it could eventually affect some of the metro area. If it's keep on the track it's going, eventually it'll be, be later on tonight. Looks like it'll be right now. It looks like next in line is Dongola. Let's look at southern Illinois. Try to get zoomed in here. Some of the areas. I'm not sure if we have too many followers in these areas over here. I know we do have a few in Cape Girardeau. I'm sure we'll probably get some reports out of there here shortly. We'll have to check the page. I'll let Tony keep it on that page in case we do have somebody from Cape Girardeau message us about anything. I know it sounded like about 40-mile-per-hour winds went through that area just a minute ago, so pretty heavy wind there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm gonna head back up here real quickly to this cell up north of us.
Justin Burton said that it's only showing me. The video's only showing me.
Okay. Let me see, present to everyone, see if that helps. We'll see if that works here. Sorry about that if it hadn't been showing the radar there. I wasn't able to tell till just now, so we'll see how that works now. Because I just pushed a little bit different button We'll see how this does. All right. Hopefully that helped. We'll see though here in just a second. I know I'll probably hopefully hear back in just a minute about that. But if the radar hadn't updated at all, I know actually even shown at all. Here's actually the radar image right now.
The radar is not showing.
It's not showing at all?
No.
Yeah.
Try removing my picture. That's probably the problem.
Okay. See if that helps. Yeah, we'll see if this helps here. Yeah, we'll be able to tell here in just a second if it. Oh, and the warning just went out for Evansville, Henderson, Newburgh area. By the way, severe thunderstorm warning just went out for the Evansville Metro, Henderson, Newburgh, and Davis County is just out of it, just outside of it. It's just actually, I know it looks like just right through the Evansville, Henderson, and Newburgh area. So y'all are now under severe thunderstorm warning, Tony.
Okay, I'm going to get that posted here.
You get a click on the warning here. Okay, so severe thunderstorm warning for Central Vanderburgh County, East Central Posey County, Indiana, Southwest Warwick County, Indiana, and Central Henderson County, Indiana, till 11:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Looks like quarter size hail, radar indicated. It's all radar indicated right now, of course. Wind 50 mile per hour plus. What this is for. The cell once again has gone severe warn now. Hopefully this will show y'all's video. Hopefully it's showing the video now.
Let me go ahead and read. Go ahead and read the status on that warning real quick. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Central Vanderburgh County and Southwest Indiana, East Central Posey County and Southwest Indiana, Southwestern Warwick County and Southwest Indiana, and Central Henderson County and Southwestern Indiana. At 10:28 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Corydon, or 8 miles northeast of Breckenridge Center, moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. The main hazard is quarter-size hail. The source is radar indicated, and the impacts are damage to vehicles is expected. Locations impacted include Evansville, Henderson, Newburgh, Chandler, Medley Hill, and Corydon. So make sure you take precautionary actions, and for your protection, move to an interior room, the lowest level of a building.
All right, yeah. So here's the storm. Hopefully it's up now. Has Justin said anything yet? If it's up, that confirmation.
It is up.
Okay, good. All right, yeah, that's what we was waiting on to make sure it was up so y'all can see what we're talking about. So this is the sail right here that we've been watching. Been watching it pretty closely off and on. It actually went warned earlier when it was down here, down toward the. Let's see if we can get it. When it was down here toward the, pretty much down toward the land between the lakes. I know that's where it actually started forming at. Not long after it formed, that's when it went severe thunderstorm warned, and it actually expired right as soon as it was moving into like the Morganfield area. And now it just now once again went back warned again, which I had a feeling you probably would look when I was watching it. It keeps on. It's been intensifying off and on. So actually, we just got another thunderstorm pop. We have another thunderstorm pop right now in Chandler.
Yes, we've been watching this cell that's moving into the metro area for about the past hour and a half. Ever since it's been in southern Illinois, it's been pulsing up and down, and we kind of figured a warning was eventually coming in. There you have it. The National Weather Service has put out a severe thunderstorm warning for the entire metro area. Posey, Vanderburgh, Warwick, Henderson counties does not include Gibson County. Right now, it looks like the strongest storms are going to stay south of Princeton at this time.
Okay. And we, I know as we was talking about also, did you see the storm also just pop up here? It's actually just popped up here in the, just west of Boonville in the Chandler area. It just popped here, so we'll have to keep an eye on this cell. Now starting to get going as well, just north. This is actually just to the northeast of this the bigger severe thunderstorm warning cell. So Chandler, I know y'all probably starting to see some heavier rain and some lightning probably, I'm sure, in Boonville area as well. But this is not the main storm, so don't let your guard down after this little cell passes. Make sure you can be prepared, because that is not the main storm at all. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. We'll make sure. Okay, they did let that warning expire down here. on the southern cell as well that we've been keeping an eye on. It's been off and on intensifying, so we'll have to keep an eye on this one as well. It's another cell. We got another one just north now of Harrisburg, just passed through. So we'll have to keep an eye on. We're working pretty much about 3 storms right now that we're really having to keep an eye on because of the fact that all 3 of these could eventually impact pretty much already impacting parts of the tri-state now. So, Tony, you got anything to add with that?
I'm currently on the page looking over some messages.
Okay.
Making sure we don't have any spotter reports.
Yeah, we'll probably get some. I know because we have, of course, you in this. You're right here in Evansville. We have also Georgia and Newburgh over here. I'm actually in Owensboro, so I'll be able to kind of keep an eye on this as it passes to my north. I know I usually would be out in the field in this situation, but that will be starting as of next week. We'll be good. We'll be ready to go on that situation. So I'll be able to spot and kind of keep an eye on things while we're like I used to be able to. So be good on that situation, hopefully.
The cell that's currently moving in to Henderson County and headed towards southern portions of Vandenberg County does have a pretty good hail core in it, so we're going to continue to keep an eye on that. That is moving northeast, and if it stays on that northeast track, it will eventually affect Warwick County.
Okay. So it's looking like right now it's really trying to push that eastern turn now more. So we'll see if it continues to do that. Looks like, according to looks like National Weather Service definitely thinks it's going to continue on its eastern track that's been doing over the last 30 minutes here, because it was going pretty much due north, and now it's really been trying to turn over the last, like I said, about 30 minutes or so. It's been trying to really turn. So looks like it's going to continue to do that. And as long as it stays on track, it looks like we're going to have to really watch this as it moves into the Henderson area, Evansville, and Newburgh area as well. Henderson, y'all should be getting on the south side here very soon. So I'm also kind of watching this as it's almost starting to kind of hook out a little bit here on the back side. So we'll have to really keep an eye on that for any type of rotation in there. So it's another thing we're really going to have to keep an eye on. I know there's not a huge threat for tornadoes, but there has been some.
Quick note, the warning has been in effect in Evansville and southern portions of Vandenberg County for about 5 minutes, and the sirens are just now going off. Not sure why the sirens are late, but the sirens are just now going off. And if you're just now tuning in, the sirens are going off for severe thunderstorm warning.
I know that.
Yeah, and I know this is the storm that we're watching right here. It's been pretty intensifying. I know it's been pretty intense. I know throughout the evening. I know so far that once it formed, it got going pretty quick. It fired off the front earlier, and it's been warned. Now this is the second time it's been warned. Now it's been pretty intense the entire time. It's been strong the entire time, even when it wasn't warned. So I had a feeling this was probably coming eventually here with this cell. This is the vertically integrated liquid. It can kind of show you what we're dealing with when it comes to the really good at indicating hail, and it just disappeared on me for some reason there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But but it usually, I know you saw just a minute ago though, usually it's a good indicator of track where the hail core is and where it's heading and everything like that. It's pretty much radar, but showing just the vertically integrated liquid on that. So.
And Zach, while you're doing that, I'm gonna step outside and take a look at these storms as they approach from the southwest. We still have probably about 15 to 20 minutes before they reach the southeast side of Evansville. But I'm gonna step outside and take a look, see what's coming from the southwest.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, so we'll have a view in here in a minute. We'll have Tony go out here. He's right in this area, so he'll be able to look. As long as he'll be looking to the southwest, and he'll be able to see, I'm sure, plenty of lightning with this cell. I know people in Evansville have been talking. We've had a few followers say they've been seeing lightning for a good while now. So I'm sure it's starting to really intensify more and more as we go through. I know, so we'll have to really keep an eye on this. I'm gonna check to see if the velocity, anything new on it right now. I'm just trying to kind of keep an eye on, make sure no strong rotation or anything like that is popping up, just to be safe. Because of course, as we know, we did have 7 tornadoes out west today, one in Tulsa and one in Morris as of right now that we really for sure know about. So, I mean, tornado luckily around this. I know that for our area, tornadoes aren't going to be the biggest threat, but definitely, I mean, so, anytime you deal with severe weather, that's always there's always at least a small threat, So that's what we're going to keep an eye on this, just to be safe. Because this actually has been showing some hook echoes at times, so we'll have to really keep an eye on this as it moves into that area. It looks like it's about to push into the Henderson area right now, so y'all are going to be getting hit by Henderson. You're all going to be getting hit by the southern side right here of this storm, which is the side that's been kind of hooking out at times, so I'm really going to keep an eye on this as it passes through here. So just kind of bear with us here. We'll see if we'll probably get some reports, I'm sure, here shortly as well. See if the vertically integrated liquid is updated here again, because I know it was about to update. It kind of went out on me there, so let's see. And yeah, it's still okay. Yep, there it is. Okay, so there it is right there. Where looks like the largest hail will be pretty much right through here, just to the east northeast of Smith Mills here. Looks like it's gonna pass. Looks like the biggest hail should pass just north of Henderson, and it'll probably head from there. Looks like it's gonna head into the south side of Evansville into Newburgh eventually. So far, so this is one. This is for our largest hail wise. We're gonna have to really keep an eye on right through this area where the darker the colors get right there. So we'll keep an eye on that. So this storm, I mean, it's been pretty consistent so far. Of course, there's the storm up here now. It's really starting to try to get going. It's now lifted just north of Chandler and just north of Boonville now as well. So Chandler and Boonville, y'all should be in the clear of this cell, but of course not in the clear of the bigger cell down here that we're really watching closely right now. So we'll keep you updated here. So this is the cell, though, that just formed. This is going to be heading north into our northern counties eventually. Let's keep an eye on this just in case it gets going and it starts to get strong to severe as well. So we'll also kind of keep an eye on these. We have a couple little cells through here, another bigger cell right here in the El Dorado area. So we'll have to keep an eye on these as well, just in case they decide to do something. The bigger cell, of course, this is another one we're really watching. Probably need to switch to radar if you want to get accurate reading on this cell, but it's part of the main event pretty much that's coming through tonight, and it is out here in the southern Illinois area, and it's pushing east northeast right now. Starting to try to take more of a northern turn lately, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. So, but right now we're going to focus on, of course, the main cell that's heading toward our area right now, which is the Henderson, Evansville, Newburgh area. This is the main one that we've really been watching for a while now. So we'll see if we can figure out see if we can see anything here. We'll go kind of through the velocity scans here just to make sure. Didn't look like anything rotation-wise right now as of now, so that's a good sign. But like I said, there has been some hook echoes at times, trying to hook out at times, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. Be quick little spin-ups through here anytime. Of course, it looks like we have another little cell trying to form now. We'll see if we got back up. Yeah, you see that little cell right there starting to try to get going now. We have little cells popping up all through here now. Of course, this is just to the east of Yankeetown, trying to get going now. So we have multiple little cells breaking out all through the area along this front. Actually, I can probably update the front where the front is. I know that. Of course, it's probably a little bit further north than where it's sitting right now. It's probably, from the looks of it, it's probably more right along this area. It's kind of draped across right through here. And there's the main cold front right back here in the low pressure. This will be lifting to our north, and of course the cold front will be coming through shortly. So that's another thing we got to keep an eye on. That out of here real quickly. We'll back up real quick and just kind of show you the big picture. Of course, here's another big storm we're watching. Here's the main cell right now. What we're really watching as it's moving through the Henderson, Evansville, Newburgh area. See if I can get the watches up here. Okay, so there's the valid watch. See if I find one with actually the counties here. Okay, so here's where our severe thunderstorm watch is right now. I would be surprised to see it get extended up into our metro area eventually sometime tonight. I'm kind of surprised they haven't done so yet already, but I guess they're just kind of waiting to hold off and see what this does back here, really. I think because that's the main event back here, so I think that's what they're waiting on right now. So we're just kind of keeping an eye on that. Let's zoom back in here to see if any new update. Looks like it's about to update here shortly. Of course, this is starting to move now into the western side of Henderson. The southern part of the cell is. Of course, the main part that's going to have the largest hail and the heaviest precipitation is right here, just to the west of Henderson. It's going to be past. Looks like it's going to pass just barely north of Henderson, but of course, still have to watch the southern side here because it can have some wind with it as well. The hail threat, though, looks like it's going to be pretty much right in here, and it's going to be passing into the Evansville-Newburgh area.
Okay, I'm back. This looks to be a pretty potent storm that is currently getting ready to move into Evansville. I was outside looking to the southwest and some pretty impressive cloud-to-ground lightning strikes. So this storm looks like it's going to be pretty electrical with a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning.
Just another danger added on to these storms. I mean, really, you gotta make sure you stay inside it. I know as the storm moves in, because it's really, as he said, it sounds like a lot of intense lightning with this. So we'll have to really keep an eye out. But for thunder roar, stay indoors. Remember that during these thunderstorms like this. Very intense thunderstorm how it's looking as it continues to go. Vertically integrated liquid, of course, is not as near as impressive as it was just a minute ago, but it's still, I mean, that's still probably at least, some pea-sized hail probably with that. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that at least.
Also, don't let the colors on the radar fool you, because the storm is getting closer to the radar, and sometimes that kind of phases it out.
Yeah, that is true, because the radar is just to the north, actually, right up here. So it's not very far away at all. Just still not too much rotation-wise to speak of. I know there's some little rotation markers coming out, but I'm not really seeing anything in the velocity. But of course, there has been some little hook echoes try to form throughout this cell, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. Of course, yeah, there's a storm that I was talking about earlier down here in Yankeetown. It's starting to kind of get going as well, and this one that's lifted north of Chandler is also trying to get going still. So we'll have to keep an eye on these as well, see if they go severe warned at some point if they continue to fire up and continue to control the strength that they have. So now this is just outside. I know the rain is it's actually just outside of Evansville now, so it is bearing down. It looks like it's starting to push more into the Henderson area as well. Henderson, most of Henderson now is in this storm now, so we'll have to keep you updated on that. As we'll probably get hopefully we'll get some. Feel free to comment, I know, on our Facebook page and send us what y'all see, and if you're in the Henderson area. I'm sure, as Tony said, of course,
I just got a message in our weather chat room, in our chat group, that some of the sirens are not going off in Warwick County.
Okay, so I don't know if that's because they're trying not to. I wonder if they're only trying to sound half of it, since only half the county's in it.
Well, they do the rule of thumb that Vandenberg County does. They sound the sirens through the whole county.
So they actually do it for the entire county.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I live in Davis County. We're a little bit different here, and we actually don't sound the siren unless it's tornado warning. So that's why I'm trying to figure that out and know. I know y'all used to. I know for up here though, I know y'all for sure are used to the sirens going off for anything. So I guess. So apparently we must have some type of siren issues going on, throughout the county. I guess it might have been unexpected, for them. I don't know if they're expecting it or. It sounds like they are.
6 minutes ago, well, now probably about 9 or 10 minutes ago, the siren on 2nd Street in Newburgh was not going off.
So we're getting.
I'm sorry. Then I got another message, and they are going off now.
They're going off now. Okay. So it sounds like they're just kind of I guess they're this storm might have just got the people that I guess it could have caught them off guard, the ones that sound the sirens out. I guess this storm definitely could have caught them off guard because it looked like we weren't sure exactly if there's any these type of cells were going to fire this early or not. So that might be the issue, because it sounds like they're working, but they're just not going off at the right time. Sounds like. So that's the problem. I think this storm just kind of is catching people off guard, I think, right now. So that's why it's definitely important to. I know if you we're just not tuning in. It's definitely important that you all, I know, get in on this storm and everything. And I know I'll also share a link that I know I posted earlier to get to this. I know I'll share the link to your friends and family so they can watch this as well. Or I'm sure other news stations, if you watch the news station, I'm sure they're also doing live coverage as well.
Also, keep in mind, I'm sorry, Zach. I want to note real quick that technically Southwest Indiana and most of West Kentucky is not in that severe thunderstorm watch. But if one thing we have noticed, the majority of the storms are the severe warning storms are outside the watch area. They're mostly going north of the watch area.
And actually, there's the watch right there, Tony. I got it pulled up on our screen here. You actually see where the watch is located. I know I showed them earlier as well. So if you just tune in, there's where the watch is as of right now. But they probably need, I don't know if they're going to expand this. I'm thinking they probably will eventually. I think what they're waiting on, they might be just waiting on the main part back here to expand it, I believe, is what they might be waiting on. The main event back here.
Right, because it looks like these storms. It looks like the storms are going to hang on for a while, and we're probably going to see possibly see an extension of that severe thunderstorm watch.
Okay, so that's probably what's most likely.
I'm going to check with the Storm Prediction Center real quick, see what's going on there.
Of course, and by the way, according to the radar, it looks like Henderson, they got hit on the south side here of the cell. They took kind of the weaker side, so Henderson shouldn't have too much problems, unless you're more on the northern side here. On the southern side of Henderson, looks like it looks like it's, from what the radar is saying, of course, it could be, there's usually a couple miles difference at times, but it looks like Henderson could have had some good luck there and kind of missed out a little bit on this cell possibly. So, but it looks like for Evansville though, looks like the Evansville and Newburgh area really got to watch though closely as this moves in. Because y'all definitely does not look like you're gonna look out on this one as of right now. And there's actually the red integrated liquid as well. And once again, we're starting to see the red in there. So probably starting to see some larger hail starting to try to fall. And that'll be heading pretty much right toward the Evansville and Newburgh area.
Okay, and this storm is now moving into the southeast side of Evansville, so I'm going to step away for a few minutes and go outside and see what the conditions are like as the storm's moving in. Then I'll come back in with a report.
Okay, yeah, because it's bearing down. It looks like it is bearing down in your area, so yeah. So as we wait for Tony to see what's going on in his area. He's actually he's on the southeast side of Evansville over here, so we'll see. Oh, it's actually about to bear down. It's actually starting to push in now into the Evansville area. So looks like we're going to be able to we'll probably start hearing a lot of reports from our followers, I'm sure, to see what's going on here. Once this warning lifts, we'll probably go offline for a little bit just to kind of wait and let's see what these warnings can do here. Until we get another warning nearby in this area. So we'll just kind of keep you updated here. We're just kind of want to cover this warning as it moves to the metro especially. So we're going to see and wait and see what Tony has to say here. I'll kind of zoom it out, kind of show you the big picture here again. I guess I'll put it in play here. You see the path of the storm so far. You see, you just lifted just north of Henderson. Henderson's about to be in the clear here. I mean, really, the start. It looks like. I mean, for the most part. I mean, I'm not saying Henderson's in the clear completely yet. But if you're on the south side of Henderson, you should be pretty much okay. You have some rain still hanging around. But right now, things are looking pretty good for the Henderson area, luckily. So we'll keep an eye on this as it moves into the Evansville and out. But Evansville and Newburgh area definitely need to be prepared. Eventually, Chandler and it looks like if this storm can hang in there, Boonville, Tennyson, Linville, Sylvan, and Holland, Huntingburg, and even Huntingburg eventually. That's this track right now that this storm's taking. So if it hangs in there, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on everything here. Just kind of skim through the velocity here, make sure everything's good. So nothing really impressive, so that's a good sign. Get some slight through there, but I mean nothing too bad right now. So hopefully we'll just have to keep an eye on everything. Right in there, I know when I was looking through this, I know there could be some slight rotation, but nothing impressive. So we'll just have to keep an eye on everything right now. So it would be just north of Henderson if there was, but right now I'm not seeing anything that's to be too alarmed about right now. It's all in the upper levels and very weak. So check the vertical integrated liquids if we have an update on that yet. And right now it's retrying, so we'll see what it does here. See if we can get it to load up this time here. If we can, we'll be in good shape. No. Yeah, so it's just, I don't know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I have a radar issue sometimes with that when it updates. So luckily the radar's doing a good job tonight so far updating. So yeah, this is starting to bear into the Owensville area. We'll have an update here again. This radar update here in about 40 seconds or so. We'll get to see just where the storm is now located. It's moving fairly quickly. Let's see, we'll look at the warning, see how quickly it's saying it's moved so far. It is moving, okay, northeast of 35 miles per hour, so it's not too bad. So it's not moving too fast like it was earlier. It was kind of moving a lot faster earlier, I know. It's really, as it started turning, it started kind of slowing down a little bit. So dreadfully dropped a good amount of rain pretty quickly. Look at the hour rainfall here. See if we can go to 3. Well, actually, yeah, storm total. Looks like up to, there's definitely, half an inch of rain potentially falling with this cell as it moves north. I know you see where down here in Eddyville when it first formed, it was a little bit more, and even up to 2 inches of spots down there. So it's definitely dropping a fairly good amount of rain in a short period of time.
Okay, I just want to cut in real quick, Zach. I really didn't get a chance to step outside because the lightning did not allow me to. So I think it's safe to say wind is not the issue here, and that is outlined in the warning, where the main concern is quarter-size hail. We are getting some pretty good lightning strikes to the southwest, and again, as I said, wind is not going to be an issue. A lot of people think, just because of warning this issue, that the thunder has to be real loud, or then if we don't get a bad storm or a loud thunderstorm, it tends to upset people that like a good thunderstorm. You don't necessarily have to have loud thunder to make it a bad thunderstorm, because you can have a severe thunderstorm warning. The warning can be issued for wind or hail. Like in this case, the warning was issued because of the concern for large hail.
Yeah, exactly. And I've been kind of keeping an eye. I don't know. It's been trying to hook out right here on the south side off and on and on. I've been noticing that as it was pushing north of Henderson here. And I know when I went through the regular base velocity, it didn't really show up too much, but there is, you see a little bit, some lighter greens here and some red. Nothing impressive still, but I'm noticing the hook echo is trying to get a little bit. Sorry about that. What?
Right there. I'm sorry. I did notice that radar. There is a hook echo just north of Henderson.
So that'd be moving towards your area, so you'll definitely know about it. I know it looks like if that. From the looks of that area should be, and you probably have the hail actually on your area as well, because it is from the radar. Of course, what the radar's saying, it looks like it's going to be moving right. I mean, the hail core should be moving right over your area. So
yeah, it should be any time now. It's getting real close.
See if I can get it. Okay, it's actually not as impressive as it was, so that is a good sign for the large hail is not looking near as good a threat as it was. So that is a good sign right now, but that would move right into your general area. Of course, disappears on me every time, but
we just had a pretty good cloud of lightning strike with pretty loud thunder. So if you want a good thunderstorm,
I heard that a little bit.
I consider this a good thunderstorm. When the thunder gets that loud, I consider that a good thunderstorm.
Oh yeah. I'd like to have lightning, for the lightning viewer. They used to actually. We used to be able to get that on J Level 3, but it actually took it off after a while. So then you have to pay for it now. So it kind of sucks now for that. But it's good now though. I know it used to be nice to be able to see that because you get to see all of the lightning throughout the area when I had that happen. I know. So that was always a nice thing about J Level 3 back a while back. I don't know if you remember that, Tony. When we had the lightning on here, we give you how much lightning was everywhere. This is the place files, remember? That really helped, it really shows in, the good intensity. I know we can really show that up pretty well, but I'd like to get that eventually. If you listen closely, you actually hear that through your mic, you hear the thunder.
And also, we are getting hail on the southeast side of Evansville. I can definitely hear the hail.
Okay, so there's some hail falling on the southeast side, right?
Yes, I'm going to step away real quick and go and take a look outside. It's coming down pretty good. As a matter of fact, it is hailing very hard on the southeast side of Evansville. I'll be right back.
Alrighty, thank you, Tony. So he's gonna take a look out there real quick to see. So he had to confirm a lot of heavy hail actually falling right now on the southeast side of Evansville. So for the looks of the radar, probably most likely all through the south side of Evansville right now. There should be some pretty. I don't know how large it is. He just saw where a lot of it was falling. So we'll see here. Like I said, we also need to keep an eye on these little hookah trying to form down here. Trying to make sure that nothing. Just trying to look through the velocity right now. Just nothing right now showing up. So it's a good sign right now for rotation wise.
All right, I'm gonna cut back in on you real quick, Zach. Yes, southeast side of Evansville, we're getting some very heavy rain and some heavy hail as well.
Okay. Can you tell exactly what size?
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay. So it just updated, actually. We just got a radar update. So, yeah, this is moving right over Tony area. He's actually right in here, so he's actually pretty much right in the dead center of this cell. So I know he's in pretty much the worst part of this storm when it comes to the precipitation, the hail and the rain. He's right in the middle of the core pretty much, where he's located at.
Yeah, it was mostly pea-sized hail.
Mostly pea-sized. That's what I was thinking. Look at the radar. But you're pretty much right in the middle of it all right now. It is actually the pretty much epicenter of this cell, just passed right over you. So that's why you're probably getting one of the most intense part of this core.
That's coming up. I can tell that's coming over us right now.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like the hail's picking back up. I'll be right back.
Okay. So Evansville looks like they took the epicenter of this cell. I know as it moved in, it looks like Evansville is taking pretty much the brunt of this storm right now. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on this. So there is pea-sized hail falling. So we'll have to really keep an eye on this.
Okay. The hill that's falling. You can't see it on the sidewalk out there.
Pass just to the north of Newburgh, except for unless you live up here. More if you live north in the far northern Newburgh area, up toward Chandler as well. That's probably where that's going to move through. The main part of Newburgh here should possibly get missed out on the hail core, but of course we do have to we are keeping an eye as on this side of the storm on the southern side here, so let's keep an eye on that as well. We'll just wait for just a second to see if Tony, what Tony has to say here. Who's he looking outside right now? He's pretty much right in the epicenter of this cell. Because this is about to update in just a second. And there is a little minor rotation, right here toward where Tony is. I mean, nothing big right now. That's where that looks like there's something trying to get going right in there. But we'll just keep an eye on it. Nothing major, so nothing major to worry about right as the second or anything. But keep an eye on it. Like you hear some thunder over there on Tony's mic right now. There's some little rotation up there in the upper levels right now, though, in that area. So nothing too much. And I don't look like anything in the lower levels much. Which we're looking for the lighter. Of course, on mine it's more of the. Ours it's more of the lighter red and the green to lighter blue on our higher base velocity setup. And you got a little bit of that. You got the red right here. They got a little bit of some lighter green to whites and blues. So we're just keeping an eye on this. I know 2.5 really has the best viewing of this right now. Base velocity 1 point. Look at down here. And actually, okay, so this warning just updated. Let me get you. Okay, so Henderson, it has them. Henderson is now out of the warning now, including pretty much all of Henderson County except for the far northern side of Henderson County here. The warning now goes for. So it's pretty much what the new update. Split thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for Central Vanderbilt County, East Central Posey, Southwest Warwick, and Northeastern Henderson County.
Henderson County has been. I'm sorry, Henderson has been dropped from the warning.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's the only part now left is just the north side, pretty much northwest side. Yeah.
Also,
East side, actually. I mean.
Southeast side, we did get some pea-sized hail, and it did come down hard at times. Sorry, I would put pictures up, but porch light's not working, so I didn't have enough lighting, but it was enough hail to cover the sidewalk.
Wow. And by the way, Tony, I am kind of watching some rotation right over your area as well right now. It's nothing impressive. It is in the upper levels, but there is a little bit showing up some lighter blues to the red right there, and it's actually a little notch right in there too. You see, nothing impressive right now, but just something we need to keep an eye on as it does, you know. So that's something I'm just going to keep an eye on as this kind of moves through. But Henderson, you are now. The city of Henderson is now in the clear.
Hey, you have a dark screen.
And we have dark screen again.
Yeah, it keeps going dark on you.
See if I can get it. Anything new? Is it working now? Better?
No. There you go.
Okay. It's back up. Alrighty. Let's see if I can. Sorry about this. I'm trying to get it. See if we can get. There it goes. Alrighty. Let's see here.
See, this is going to be much easier when we get in our office. This is going to be a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
You won't be in Owensboro. I won't be in Evansville. We'll be sitting right there in the office, and I can't wait till that day comes.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the hopes eventually. You know, hopefully it'll happen. And, you know, of course, I'll be out most of the time during severe weather, especially. I mean, winter weather, I'll be here. But during severe weather, especially, most of the time I'm out in the field. I know I'll be out there and trying to, you know, pretty much track these down and then send back my reports. That's, you know, that's, of course, I've done, you've seen, you know, I know y'all see my videos and stuff like that. I've done that. I've been doing that since, I guess we've been doing that pretty much. We did that for a while there, 2012, 13, and the first half of 14 there. And we plan on starting it up hopefully again in 2015, so we'll have more, and hopefully we'll do more of these live streams like this as well. That's what we plan on doing. So.
And also for any of our followers that are currently watching us, we just want to take this time while we have the opportunity, while things are kind of calming down a little bit, for now anyway. Thank you so much for following us. We try to do the best job possible, and like I always say, and as I've said over the winter, a lot of my updates, we're not perfect. No one's perfect. The models aren't perfect. We try to deliver the best possible information that we can. We don't try to overdo it or try to blow up storms. We feel that we have a job to do, and that job is to keep you safe, even if a system is 4 or 5 days out. If it's concerning, if we need to bring it up out to the public, we will do so. It's our job to keep you safe, and that's what we're here for. And we thank everybody. We thank everyone who trusts us. You're trusting us to give you this information, and we get a lot of compliments in that we do a pretty bang-up job, meaning very good job, not in a bad way, but a bang-up job in a good way, and we appreciate all the compliments. And we will continue to do the best possible job that we can.
Exactly. Yeah, that's very true. We can't do this without y'all, so we respect y'all for liking our page and following us.
I also want to take this time to thank our sponsors, Mean Muggin' Movers, Radio Shack Affinity Communications, and Affinity Insurance, the Affinity Insurance Group. Without them, none of this would be possible. Some of the software that we have wouldn't be possible. We thank our sponsors very much.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's been a long ride. I know we've been doing this type of stuff since 2011. I know I started Storm Hunters, and then Tony joined in right around 2012. So we've been me and Tony actually, but weather-wise, we've been doing this in 2012. So it's been a long ride, and hopefully it keeps on going. So we appreciate y'all for sticking around all this time, because I know a lot of y'all have been followers since the beginning. Jazz, but for the storm, by the way, that little rotation looks like it's starting to it's really dissipated now, so that's a good sign for any little rotation spot that kind of popped up there for a second. That is now gone. This is starting to pull out of the Evansville area now. This is in Newburgh now, and starting to push into Chandler. Well, it's getting to the end of this warning, so we'll see if they're going to expand this at all. So it should be interesting to see if they expand it. It has weakened. It is starting to weaken slightly, so we'll see what they decide to do here.
And we're going to say this with caution. The main event is still back to the west, and that's likely coming through. Zach, you have any idea where the cold front is right now?
Yes. Well, I haven't updated actually in a while. It's actually an older update right now, so we'll see here. We gotta wait. I know we have to wait till. But the main events actually. Now, I mean, one of our main events right here. This is another. This is another big storm. We're really got to keep an eye on now.
Right. And that. I'm sorry. That.
This is actually South Paducah. Or North Paducah.
That back there is the main event. That would be the final wave of any possible strong storms, and after that, we'd likely be dealing with some moderate to heavy rain.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But even that back there is showing.
Rain-wise.
That back there is showing a weakening trend, and let's hope that continues, and we can get through the rest of the night without any more warnings.
The only warnings now left is up here in Evansville, and you have to go all the way down here in Arkansas and Oklahoma. So this whole system, I know, as night falls, it's really starting to weaken considerably. No, but that doesn't mean not saying to let your guard down though, because these things can pull up really quickly. Because especially because this storm's probably going to impact. As long as it hangs in there, this area is probably going to eventually impact the Owensboro area, which, out this way, it's been pretty much untouched. So, it could easily catch some of that that untouched air, the unstable air still sitting out here, and pulse up over this area. So that could definitely easily happen pretty quickly. Let's go back to this warning real quick, see what they're going to do here. Just kind of check in on it real quickly here.
And also, while you're doing that, I want to bring up the fact that again, most of the activity is happening outside of the far eastern portion of that severe thunderstorm watch. So far, western Kentucky, down around Dixon, Madisonville, Princeton, Kentucky, Marion, those areas have pretty much missed out on a lot of the storms so far. They've taken more of a northeast turn. They set up a little bit further north than anticipated. So it seems right now.
That's a lot different. I know, but really, I mean, this stuff wasn't really too much expected today. I don't know as much. It really looked like it was just going to be, this main event really, and then maybe if we get the cap to break earlier, because we had a little cap, issues going on earlier, so that's why I didn't think anything would fire off too much. But sure enough, it did, and actually they just let that warning expire now. So the warning has expired, so no one is under a warning now.
And also, as I pan out to the go to the Paducah radar, there's still some somewhat possibly strong activity west of Paducah, and that's the activity we're going to have to watch that gets into the untouched areas of western Kentucky that could potentially intensify and possibly give those areas some strong to possibly severe thunderstorms. So it looks like we're going to be here for a while watching that to make sure none of that activity turns severe, because like I said, that's going to be moving into some untouched areas where the air is still unstable, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. So we pretty much have three different areas we need to watch closely. One just outside the tri-state, one moving into the tri-state, and now this one, which I need to update. I need to move to the Evans radar to see it clearly. But it has been, of course, the warning has been let expire up here for the Chandler area. It's actually moving into Chandler and about to move into Boonville as well, the Boonville area. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on it for a second. Actually, another little cell just popped up just actually to the south of this one. So Evansville, you might see a little bit more thunderstorm activity here shortly.
You have a dark screen.
Actually.
Dark screen.
Dark screen again? Dark. Happens sometimes on here. I don't know. Not really sure why it keeps on doing that. Gotta wait and see if it'll straighten out itself here. Any luck? See if this gets going here. Alrighty, well, see if this will.
Okay, it's back up now.
Okay, that's good, yeah. Alright, so we're back up and running here. We'll see if that. It says it just goes dark for some reason here. I'm not sure what keeps on doing that. But pretty much this storm looks like it's on a weakening trend right now as it moves up north. So we should be okay. We'll just have to keep an eye on everything. So I guess we can. We're probably there's no active warnings right now in the tri-state, so I think it's probably safe to say we could probably go offline here, and we'll just update from the page. I know. Actually, I better zoom in really quickly on this area, just to be safe before we go. Just make sure there's no rotation or anything. There was a little hook echo right down there, so it doesn't look like there's any rotation or anything in there though.
Yeah, I think it's. I think it's pretty safe for us to take a break from the live stream for now. If anything else pops up, we'll jump back in on it.
Alrighty, sounds good. So, but yeah, this is Storm Hunters though. We just thank you for tuning in here. I know it was got a little tense, I know, for the Evansville area and Henderson and Newburgh. I know, so looks like Henderson was able to miss out. Evansville pretty much took the brunt of it, though, there and parts of Newburgh. So luckily the sale has started to move out, though, and we'll just keep you updated through the page. And if anything else that's of concern pops up here, we'll try to get back online as soon as possible. So.
And don't forget to tell the family and friends to like and share.
Yep, exactly. All right, well, thank you all for tuning in, and we will keep you updated.